Hello, we are live again, and welcome to my live TikTok. Okay, put in the comment, are you first time parent? Let me know. Put in the comment, are you but yeah, it is a bit not stable. My Wi-Fi is a bit not stable. I don't know what happened, so I probably get it sort it out within a week or so. Okay, welcome. We are going to talk about is your baby ready for semi-solid food? As they are, let me know. Are you first-time parent? If you are currently pregnant, put a P. Let me know you are currently pregnant. Let me know who. Hello. Thank you for joining, and like and share if you wish. Let's wait for a at 6 months of age. They can't sit upright yet, and then you give semi-solid food. It doesn't make sense also. What they want to eat. Yeah, some babies still prefer milk, only milk. Yeah, semi-solid food, they are not quite interested yet, even though they reach like 6 months old. So it really requires parents to actually observe in your baby what is going on. And some babies, when they are on semi-solid food, they totally don't want milk. So you can have like the banana, yeah, half of banana and like 1/4 of the avocado, yeah, and then you can use the your breast milk inside the puree, the whatever. Okay, add a little bit inside. Don't over worry solid food. When they are ready, that like their position. All right. So keep them comfortable. Welcome. Keep the child who are more curious, who explore the world more, and then they are physically waiting for you 5 minutes, 3 minutes, cannot. You just put them on the high chair, and then quickly you have to feed. On how to get your baby on high chair, and then to keep them there, and they can eat properly. Okay, one more tips. Okay, give me heart shape. I know you are ready. Give me heart shape so that I know you. So the one more tips, like and share if you wish, like and share, and do join my Telegram channel to receive more tips. Okay, like and share, and in the Telegram channel to eat better. Okay, one more tips. Okay, give me heart shape so I know you are interested to know the one more tips. It is very interesting. When we understand them, right, actually it's very interesting. Okay, thank you for joining. Like and share. Let more people understand baby more. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for your heart shape. So, okay, so the very important thing to keep them sitting on the high chair nicely. Yeah, sitting on the high chair, they are ready. Okay, the tip is when the neck is stable, when the muscle can hold themselves, sit upright. All right, ready for sex, perfectly okay. Okay, some babies don't like to drink milk totally. It is you can blend, and then you can feed. You can also add a little bit of breast milk inside that. So it is not a concern. Don't over worry. They are growing. To give them something for them to grab, and then put inside the mouth themselves. So perhaps you need to have a use tissue box or tissue box, and then you can tie it development. This portion, this portion. Yeah, because they are still very soft, especially up to the same. So if your baby feet cannot land on the foot, protect their bone development, that is also very important. Okay, Derek. So for very active baby, when it comes to feet, it can be very challenging. So, okay, when you expect them to learn how to use forks and spoon the way it should be used, it is not quite possible. They were a kind of like remember, even an 11 months old baby, right? You cannot just give them a banana and then just get them to eat. They don't know how to bite and chew before they swallow. So when it comes to meal time, it is more about you have to smash it, and then when you want them to chew and bite, right, then you have to show them that okay, like make the biting sound. So it's like the whole piece swallow. So it is not very good for the digestion because our stomach don't have teeth. Okay, so you need to this is good for babies, let more people understand their baby more. And when you have the basic information, it is you make your journey easier and baby is more comfortable. So every stages of growth and development, when they are teething, when they are rolling, when they are sitting upright, okay, 6 months is the time when they can the muscle can control their back, and then they can sit upright. Okay, so when you eat, are they like curiously looking at what are you doing? Yeah. Okay, get them interested first. At the time when we want baby to associate food, then like, oh, this cannot eat, that cannot eat, I'm trying to lose weight, and then yeah. So be aware of your how to say, of your intention. Yeah, of your intention. So we want food, we want baby to relate to food in a very relaxing and joyful way. Okay, not stress you eat. Okay, because your child is not eating. Yeah, so instead find out why is your child not eating. Well, maybe is there any we really want to associate food with something that is like getting together, joyful, happy. Okay, understand? So it is very important, very important. Okay, hold on, let me share. Sorry for the interruption. Okay, like when you're eating, then that is good. That is good. Okay. So depends on your child, how soon they are honey. Okay. Stay live TikTok. So then when you introduce semi-solid food, something that is easy to digest, avocado is a good choice, banana is a good choice, cereal like rice, oatmeal is also a good choice with breast milk or formula. Okay, they provide important nutrients at the one baby at home. It looks like very difficult, a lot of work. But when they go to like nursery, childcare, right, everything like seems easy. Everyone eats, your baby will eat. Everyone sleep, your baby will sleep. It doesn't seem like an issue. But at home, feeding can be a big issue. Sleeping can be a big issue. And then when the childcare teacher said to you like how well behaved your baby is and all that, you'll be thinking, huh? You're talking, you are referring to my baby. But at home it's not like that. It's totally mind-blowing. I didn't know that my baby has another side. At home, like sibling can fight easily, right? You eat together with your child. So they learn through imitation anyway. You need to ask them chew and bite. And don't add salt, sugar, or any seasoning inside the food. Okay, can be later, but not when you first introduce semi-solid food. So keep the sugar, especially the sugar, because some child can be very, very active after taking the intake of sugar. So be careful of sugar, and because you keep our tummy warm. Okay, so don't introduce cold things. Yeah, I have a client who are, grandparents that left. It's good to have. It is too. You make yourself too busy for what? Yeah, you make yourself too busy for what? Just keep things simple. Don't keep yourself too busy. All right. So then, when you introduce like one thing at a time. Don't like blend a lot of things together. So you still need to blend it or smash it, and then add your breast milk to make it like a puree type. Okay, introduce one thing, continue. Okay, another few days the same food. After that, introduce one more little thing, so you know like exactly what will cause issue with the digestion. Okay, don't give too much in one go. Test it out. A few days one, and then a few days later another one introduce, and then a few days then you can introduce a third thing. Okay, then when you want to start a new thing, then just start a new thing, and then just feed, and then do it for a few days, and then after that see what's the reaction. If everything okay, no allergy, won't cause stomach. So after a feed you can give the they're supposed to be on milk again. Okay, and when they some babies don't like, just like some adults, they don't like durian, some they love, so you can try out. So good to eat a bit of durian during pregnancy. Yeah, it is quite a good nutrient. It's quite, if you like it, whatever that you don't like, whether it's postnatal Chinese herbs that you are drinking or eating, if you don't like the bitterness, so then later on, then increase the frequency and the quantity. Okay, as your baby becomes more comfortable. Avoid the salts, the sugar, and anything, things that can cause discomfort to the stomach or digestion. Then you may not want to try it. Okay, you may not want to try it because some babies' digestion is very sensitive. So like nuts and whatever, yeah, don't introduce. Like egg or dairy or shellfish they have eaten, then you relax. If you want to give them a choice, always give them only two choices. Don't ask them, what do you want to eat, huh? What do you want to eat, huh? Tell mommy, I'll do it for you. No. You make yourself too busy. Your life is lagging today, your life. Yeah, my connection is a bit funny. Yeah, it's a bit funny. Because when I was shifting some furniture, I accidentally, the cable was this Saturday afternoon webinar, because my internet was not very, very good. So give me a while, I go and take a look at what. So let's see whether it's better. Give me a while. Should be okay, right? Let me know whether it improved or not. Not quite sure whether it is better. Yeah, it's better. Okay lah, I anyhow do this internet thing. Sometimes when my student is in class, right, I sometimes ask sometimes it's the lady, the new mother to be, who is more expert in all these things, and then there's also sometimes the daddy. So sometimes I grab hold of that. Can you help me with this? What happened? Last time was like the Zoom, when I was doing Zoom webinar, right, suddenly I was like kicked off from the Zoom. What happened? Never happened before. Then what happened? Hello, thank you for joining. Like and share if you wish. Today's topic is about semi-solid food for your baby. It is recommended by the World Health Organization to introduce semi-solid food only from 6 months onwards. And some babies take a while to like semi-solid food. they can be still on fully milk for until 7 months or 8 months, and they actually eat very little semi-solid food, but it is okay. Feed what they want to eat, it is okay. Don't over worry about what happens if they don't like milk, how mommy, how do you handle if your baby loves semi-solid food and don't want the milk? How? It is the mindset issue lah. It is only the mindset issue. There's no problem. I don't see any problem. I don't see any problem with that actually. Okay, just don't over worry. That will settle. There's no problem. Just like you don't over worry. Okay, and be consistent. Do the same thing every day so that it is easier for you and for baby. Anything that is repeated, anything that is predictable, it is very easy for baby to know what is coming next. Everything is predictable, and then they can be easier to manage that way. So okay, make things easier for yourself and for your baby. I always tell my student, don't bring your baby out. Don't go shopping, don't go botanical garden, don't go listen to concert. For what? They are going through quite a few stages of growth and development, and they are going through massive growth and development in the first year. So stay home as much as possible to make things very manageable. When you bring your baby up, can you prepare fresh puree and all that for your baby? It's a bit hard. It's a bit hard. But when you're home, it is if you do the same thing every day, you get that momentum to do things. It is easier. And when husband wants to help, everything is like I know what you need next. Okay, over time it's easier. It's easy. Okay, so it is don't bring the baby out too much. If not, you have to buy those canned food for your baby. You would want to give your baby fresh prepared food. Need not be complicated. Okay, when you eat outside, they probably can't eat with you yet. And as they are growing, their portion is like you can share with them what you are eating, because they eat quite a little only, like half any food to avoid, it may cause allergy. Don't introduce food that is like going to risk the digestion and all that, those nuts and all that. And don't force feed like dairy and then nuts, shellfish, kind of thing, egg, don't just introduce immediately, later, but egg is a very good food to introduce, but not so soon. Like peanut also don't. The stomach digestion and all that sometimes is in the genes. You can't train. It's more of like if parents are allergic to anything, then you try to introduce later and see what is going on than earlier, because it can cause some, then the parents will be more busy. So so look at the family line, and then see how you can best take care of your baby. Keep things simple. Don't think too complicated. Sometimes when it comes to baby sleep issue, my client asks me, is it sleep regression? You do the basic thing. Don't think too advanced. Okay? Don't think too advanced. So always pay attention to them. You don't have to force feed them to get them to finish whatever that you have prepared. Like, alright, always like that. Whether it's feeding milk or not, or semi-solid food, it is never to force feed or overfeed. Alright, but you need to feed them when they are hungry, up to a year, because they are going through massive development in the first year. After a year, what happened? Many parents told me, Sharon, is my baby normal or not? Because my baby don't seems to eat a lot. And the weight is not putting on like before. Is it normal? I mean, basically, a lot of growth and development is the first year. If they continue to grow the way they grow, they will grow to be as tall as a tree. So things will change after a year. And they learn through imitation. A lot is like they see how you do, how you eat, and then they are then interested in the food. Okay, so when you first introduce, you have to eat baby food and show your baby that you are eating. Or when you are eating, show your baby. Then eventually, when they show interest, like they want to grab the food, okay, then it's the time when you can introduce them the semi-solid food when they are ready. Okay, as mothers especially, and sometimes fathers, new parents, we tend to over worry. Is my baby normal? Is my baby behavior like that? Is it okay? What about the rest of the babies and all that? Don't worry too much. Don't worry too much. Everything will be fine if you don't worry. Over worrying only snap away your energy. Yeah. So stay home as much as possible. So to be consistent and persistent. Okay, be patient, just be patient with child, right? Yeah. Okay, they can develop a taste for certain food. They may reject a particular food. They don't make them like suddenly taste a lemon. I think that is not funny. It's not funny, Daddy. It's not funny, you know. Mommy, it's not funny. So don't have like very strong taste food like lemon, lime, that kind. No, too sour. Okay, we want them to associate food with something that is joyful, something that is a happy thing to do. Yeah, so feed when they are hungry, and especially sometimes some babies don't cry, or they don't make a big fuss when they are hungry. Okay, I have seen babies, right, like nine months or so, or when they are hungry, they are licking the lips or doing the suckling, right? Okay, when you see such sign, right, you must always prepare something for them to eat. Yeah, they can get hungry earlier. So when you see sign of hunger, you must always tune in until 1 year old. Okay, especially 1 year old. Thereafter, you must always prepare extra, like sometimes biscuit or something, as your child is growing. It is important because, like, sometimes we have helper may not know a lot of details because it's our child, right? We still need to get very involved, and helper, they are there to take our instruction. So anything new and you first do this, first time going to school, primary school, when you fetch them back, okay, make sure you have biscuit or something, or a pack of milk or something for them to fill the stomach before the meal time. Yeah, they can be very hungry. And some kids, they are very gentle, they are very shy, they don't express their hunger. And babies, sometimes when we don't respond to their hunger, they don't, they expect that they are hungry. They try so many times to tell you, and when parents don't catch it right, and it's a way condition the child not to really express their needs when they are hungry. So you must always observe your baby. I always tell my student in my newborn prep class, always observe your baby. You cannot know that your baby is hungry up to 1 year old, up to 1 year old. Okay, and it is the most basic thing. And keep them hydrated. Keep them hydrated. Okay. So ensure the baby keep hydrated when you continue to offer breast milk or formula alongside the solid food as well, okay, as they are growing. Water can be introduced in small amounts, like for example, especially when baby is on fully formula, using formula fat. My niece going to 3 years old until now haven't talked. Huh? Did you talk to your baby or not? The thing is, you want, because they learn through imitation. Like I am not good in languages. Actually, I'm not good in languages, and I don't know how to communicate with people. Growing up, right, I was the very very quiet girl. And you know, like my mother, she, if she was alive, this year she will be 85 years old, and of course that generation, right, that generation they prefer the boys lah. So I'm the only girl in my family. Oh, he knows everything. Oh, I tell you. Once he thought he will surprise you. He can be a lawyer. It's the time not yet. Yeah, so continue to input. People who can talk very well properly in the family, right? The family members talk to that child. And don't talk like Uncle and Pong Pong Mom don't talk like that already. That one is old time. Okay, talk the adults how you normally talk. Okay, and if you have your dialect, right, you can steal your dialect, speak to your child in your dialect. If not, all the dialects, all the children cannot talk already. Understand? If there's the grandparents taking care of the grandchild, I encourage them to talk their language, the dialect. Okay, it is never that they cannot understand English when they are in school. Now is trying to learn dialect and Mandarin. Okay, if you put in effort like consistently, right? Okay, turn on the like Chinese song, the nursery song. Okay, and then from there they sing, they learn. Easier to pick up is through hearing. A lot is through hearing. Okay, and some babies they talk earlier, some babies they talk later. Yeah, he will surprise you when he is ready to talk. You just need to keep inputting. Yeah, talk. Yeah. And have you start toilet training, potty training? Have you start potty training? So whatever you do, you tell the child. That's how they learn. Thank you for joining. Yeah, is how you learn. Next time we'll talk about potty training also. Very very interesting because baby, we have to catch up with their growth and development. Yeah, we have to catch up with their growth and but it's awesome. Yeah. Don't wait too long to the potty train. Save your diaper, save the environment. But more than that, it is a very healthy communication. When they need to pee and poo, right, we can catch it. That's a very healthy communication. And it's a very healthy bonding time. Today I have a couple who was planning for the third baby. I feel that is, we want another child when we are planning for another child. It's so beautiful. You know, the relationship, they are so in harmony, and they are both here for the husband and wife. They are both here to do masturbation warm therapy. So it helps to warm the womb, because she said that recently her womb, her abdominal area like very cold, and her buttock area, side of the buttock, yeah, also very cold. Yeah, it's true. So use warm therapy. But when I told them for masturbation warm therapy, because it goes by acupressure point, I'm not a TCM doctor to use needle, but it's warm therapy for wellness. When anyone who is planning to have baby cannot do warm therapy, can cause miscarriage. Yeah. So there's a way to make it safe and all that. Yeah. So also for baby, don't introduce cold things. Yeah, don't introduce, it weakens the stomach. It weakens the stomach, and then the body takes energy to warm up the content of the stomach when it is cold before digestion can take place. So the body is using more energy. You want the energy to be used in growth and development, not to just warm up the food for a while. You can always keep it like what is room temperature? If you don't have aircon switch on, that's room temperature. But in anything that is in aircon temperature, when the aircon is on, it is cold. It is cold. So just be aware of that. Don't introduce anything cold. When your baby is teething, like around like 6 month time, of course 4 months, 5 months, it can eventually like slowly coming out, right? So by 6 months, like the small below 2 teeth can starts to grow. Sometimes it's together, sometimes it's one, and then the other one. Okay, you cannot have anything cold that then they swallow. You can have the teether or the porcelain spoon or whatever put in the fridge, and then they can bite and then like that. Okay, it just feel the gum just feel it is more comfortable to them. But of course it can cause sleep issue because of the discomfort. So when you do baby massage on here, you can go a bit tighter. So you can do actually the face massage, okay, or do the stroking. Okay, then give them the thing to bite. But don't give them anything that is cold and then they can bite, they can also swallow it. Yeah, that is not a good idea. Not a good idea to eat cold. Okay, once they are used to cold, right, it weakens their body, it becomes a habit. Then early morning they just open the fridge, drink the milk. It's like, yeah, it's not so good. So good eating habit is really very important, and we want baby to associate food, to have good association with food, because food eventually when we gets old, it is the nutrients, the calcium and all that. So we fall, we don't break, we don't fracture our bones. Okay, 2 months plus like to suck his thumb, is it wrong? Okay, 2 months old probably is a hunger cues. It's a hunger cues. So you have to check. 2 months old, yeah, older babies when they do the same thing, it means they are playing. Okay, but 2 months old is probably a hungry cues. So you have to check. Sometimes, do you feed? Can you catch the hungry cues and all that, so that you can make sure that your baby got the milk. Yeah, correct. You have to tune in. You never attend any newborn prep class. The same cues and signs expressed by the baby at different age will mean different things. And we can't use an older baby's technique for a newborn baby. For example, when it comes to feeding, when it comes to burping, you can't use the burping techniques used for older babies for your younger babies or a newborn baby less than 3-4 months. It will not work. Yeah, I've seen so many already. So I always tell my students, don't make those mistakes that most first-time parents make. If not, it is going to be harder. Yeah. And when baby is hungry, please, you must be there to catch it because you are the parent. Okay? Yeah. You have to catch it. Yeah. Because can you imagine when you're hungry and your blood sugar drop and then the food is not there? Do it right from day one. During pregnancy, attend the class during pregnancy. Yeah. So very important. So like and share. Okay, for food safety. Okay, when you give formula to your baby, then you need to get them have the habit to drink water. Start with 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoon. Okay. So it depends on your baby. If your baby is a small eater, right? Then if you give too much water, then don't need to eat already because full with the water. So you have to observe in your baby. Yeah. But you cannot don't give water because when they are in teenage growing up time, right, you know the pimples can like volcano, like so red and like so big. Why? Because inside is hot. Why hot? No water. Not drinking enough water. And then it can leave scars and mark on the face, yeah, over the time. So drinking water, eating habit, how the child relates to to food, and what to eat, how much to eat, when to eat, all those things are very basic, but it forms good habit. And chew and bite, chew and bite. Okay, introduce water when they are on semi-solid food. You can introduce water. 1 teaspoon, 2 teaspoon for a start. Okay, when they can drink using a cup. Okay, why do you give water? They are babies lah. That's why use bottle. But when they are capable of sitting up already, the neck is strong, the muscle is strong enough to hold them upright. You give them like straw or sippy cup, like you upside down, the water won't just drip. Okay, it won't just like keep dripping type. So there's a kind of like lock. I don't know how it works but there's a kind of sipping cups that's like that. Sipping cups, right? But there's a cover to it. Not really cup as in cup, but there's a cover to it. So with the tip, right, then you can upside down drink. You suck, then the water can come out. So you can use those type. And at night, don't use whether it's milk or water. Use all the sipping cup already, including nighttime. Don't make it too easy. Nighttime by 6 months also don't need milk time at night. You feed enough. You feed enough in the daytime. Nighttime they should not need any feeding already. They should not need any feeding unless you create bad habits for them to wake up at night for something before they sleep. It becomes a bad habit because they associate that bad habit with going back to sleep. It is to do with their sleep cycle. Okay? Yeah. So you have to keep them hydrated, especially if you bring them out the hot weather. Okay? So food safety wise, Singapore weather, you cannot be like in and out of the fridge. And even the fridge door, if you put things here, it is exposed to temperature change every time you open the fridge door. So if you want to preserve your food better, you have to put inside, okay, not at the door, the fridge door. Because when you open, the temperature will increase. Then you close, then you open how many times? So you can't put it there. So the younger they are, the more sensitive, and you have to protect them. And once you have the hygiene and all that, right? Yeah. Even you wash the milk bottle, it's not just like shake and then okay done. You know the turns, those what you say, the rings and all that, you have to really go and wash. And then the tip, right, you have to use a special brush to poke it up, and then you have to reach to every, not just put water and then the washing the dishwash the dish detergent, and then you just shake with the water like that and then done. It's not like that. Every part you have to go and clean. Yeah. And after feeding, you cannot just leave it there for 1 hour. Cannot, because certain things dry up, right? It is hard to remove. You sterilize also, it will not be like, it will still be there. So you cannot just leave things like the unfinished milk or whatever after you use the utensils, or you just leave it there. You at least got to soak it. At least you got to soak it. So food safety, especially you have leftover, how are you going to keep it and all that. Use small containers. Use small containers. One more thing. Do you want to know one more thing that's very important? One more thing. Who wants to know? Okay, give me heart shape. Like and share. Like and share. Give me heart shape. One more thing to take note. Sometimes I talk and then I forgot what I want to share. Yeah. Okay, microwave. Don't use microwave. Don't use microwave to heat up the food. Okay? Don't use microwave to heat up the food because certain part of it, right, can be very burning hot. It is not that even. Number two is microwave may change the I don't know what you call it, but certain things is like clockwise. When you use microwave, right, it becomes anti-clockwise. So I don't know what you call it. It's not very healthy for babies. Like I personally don't take microwave food. Yeah, I personally. Sometimes I went to certain places. I say, is it cold? Can you help me to warm up? And then they warm it up so fast. Then I suspect they use microwave. Then I reject. I say, okay, I don't want. I don't eat microwave food. So remember, microwave food cannot warm the food using microwave. Okay. The trick is still don't go out so frequently. Very hard. Very hard. Okay? So like and share, like and share. Give me heart shape, give me heart shape. Are you ready? Are you ready? Let's talk about water. A little bit of tips for you. Okay? Before I continue, give me heart shape. Let's talk about water. Water. So for breastfeeding babies, right? Because why you don't need to give water is because the fod milk, the initial part that comes up, the first few milk is actually very watery, very watery. So when you pump out, you will actually see it like it is not creamy, it is very watery. That is the water content, the water part of it, to crunch the thirst. So if your baby at 6 months come to your breast, suck a few suck, and then off they go, they are not interested, they are not hungry, but they are thirsty. Okay, for babies who are formula fed, you have to give them water from 6 months onwards already. Start from 1 to 2 teaspoons. Okay, then also need to observe in your baby. Okay, if they are small eaters, don't give them too much water, because you give them too much water, it takes up space in the stomach, and then they can't feed, they can't eat the semi-solid food already. Okay, so introduce water, especially when it becomes, water has no taste. When they grow up, when they feel thirsty, they know they have to reach out to drink water. If not, it takes you many years, 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years down the road to learn to drink water. So good habit when it comes to drinking water and eating, how much to eat, how much to drink, when and what to eat, what to drink, all those are very important. And then ask them to chew and bite. Okay, so prevent them from growing up. Number one, don't know how to drink water, not drinking enough water. You want to force them to drink water, you also got big headache, very big headache. And when they go to school, they go to work, sometimes it's we try to cut down, we try not to drink water so that it saves our trip to the toilet. We are very busy at work. Okay, so creating good habit is really very important. And never force feed. Never like when they are angry, then they are what, and then you try to feed. And then we want food to be something that is relatable, something that is joyful, something that's happy, relaxed. Okay, that is very important. Like and share if you wish. Like and share if you wish. Give me heart shake. Give me heart shake. So that is the basic. But babies are younger than say 6 months, right? If you are fully exclusively breastfeeding, okay. I give you one more tips. If you are exclusive breastfeeding, not breastfeeding. If your baby is exclusively on formula milk, sometimes they can be thirsty. Yeah. So actually, if a kind of like they refuse milk, but you feel like they want to eat something, then you can try like 1 teaspoon of boiled cool down water. Just feed 1 teaspoon of it. Yeah. Exclusively on formula. So if you occasionally give like 1 teaspoon when you feel like they are thirsty, it can help. It can help. Any excess water when they are young is going to take up space in the stomach. Just like air bubbles, trapped air bubbles not burp out, it can take extra space in the stomach, and the milk got no space to come in. Okay, so be aware of like what is the why, so that you can make the right choice. And remember, honey water is after a year, not during semi-solid food, the 6 month onwards. So for some babies, it can be 6 months, they are fully interested in semi-solid food. Some can be 7 months, 8 months, 9 months. And once they are on semi-solid food, some babies really dislike semi-solid food or dislike breast milk. They will choose what they want to eat. Okay? So it is very important that you don't tense up and you don't try to how to say make meal time like a kind of like eating is stress, eating is worrying. Okay, mother's emotional health, mental health is also very important. Okay, you start semi-solid food. Okay, in summary, you can offer small sip first during the meal time when you introduce water. Okay, and it's easier to swallow and prevent them from lack of water. And water make up of like more than 60% of in our body. So it is very important to drink water and get them the habit of drinking water. Before going to school, they need to have good habits drinking water already. Okay? When they are teenage growing up years, their skin will be as beautiful because they have enough water. It is not too hot inside that will come out as pimples and then leaving the scars and all that. So drinking water is important. Okay, use the cup, the sippy cup, or the one that with straw. So once they are capable of doing it, there's no point to use milk bottle anymore. So if you agree with it, then you follow. If you don't agree, if you still prefer the milk bottle, it's up to individual parents because it is your baby. Yeah. So it is really up to you. Okay, good. So really interesting. Really interesting. So 0 to 6 months, around 6 months or so, you can give like 30 meal in a day or up to 60 meal a day. 6 months to 12 months, right? You can actually get them to alongside with the formula and all that and the semi-solid food. Yeah, offer them also 30 to 60 ml of water, just normal boiled cool down water, not special water. When you bring your baby out, the water you want, if you want to buy bottled water to use for the making the formula milk for your baby, what type of water do you use? I think we are in the topic of giving baby water, right? For semi-solid, when semi-solid food. So from 6 months onwards, you can need to feed them enough water also. Get them the habit of drinking water. Okay, small quantity. So formula babies, right, less than 6 months, you can give them water, but not a lot, 1-2 teaspoons and all that can. Later on, like 30 to 60 ml when they are on semi-solid food, whether you're breastfeeding or when you are giving formula, you still need to introduce them the Water. Water is very important. Water is very important. Okay. So depends how much water to give depending on the weather, and especially if you bring them downstairs to the playground to play, they sweat and all that. Okay, get them run to you and you to reach out to the water. Okay, then drink more water then. Very important. Okay, is everyone good? Okay, give me heart shake, give me heart shake. Are you learning something? Are you learning something? Okay, give me heart shake. Do join my Telegram channel so that you receive tips. Thank you, it's so beautiful. So that you receive tips, and also you can ask question like what is your major concern, what is the issue that you feel that you need more information. Then I will answer your question and share the topic during the live webinar. Okay, so it is so nice afternoon. Hope you have eaten your lunch by now. Okay, so I will see you again. Yeah, thanks for sharing, especially with FTN, full-time mom. Full-time mom. Have you taken your lunch or not? Have you taken your lunch? It's not easy to be a full-time mother. Sometimes it's easier to work, but people who work would think that they are very guilty, that they are not spending time with their baby and their baby is missing them. Yeah, good. Make sure you are eating well, and occasionally order delivery, and then ask your husband to bring you out or buy you meals as well. Make your life easier. Not everyone have the skill to be a stay-home mom. It is really a different skill. Like I can't. I can't. And never compare yourself with others. Sometimes you look at like why some they can even homeschool their kids, whereas I can't even be a good mother when I stay home taking care of my child. Everyone has we have our talents. If our talents is not there, then leave it to our spouse. Our spouse can be like my husband is a better at routine things, whereas routine things will kill me. I can't be like working on a fixed schedule. I can't. I'm still a baby. I just can't. Yeah, I need flexibility. I need creativity. I cannot be like fixed every day doing the same thing. Dead boring. Okay, I will see you and bye for now.